Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to
Any woman who wants to enjoy a stable and a happy marriage, what would be your advice to the person?
You want to enjoy a stable and happy marriage, then first of
Yes.
all, my first advice will be pray to God. Yes. Second one will be marry your friend. You see, when I share about my life and my marriage, people will say it was in those days. But you see, in those days, it still happens now. I married for nothing but the fact that this person is my friend. In fact, the criteria was this person has the ability to make me laugh, whether we eat or not, whether we have or not. My singular prayer and request to God was, Father, give me a man that even if we don't have anything, I look at him and I'm satisfied. I knew the kind of person I was to make money. I knew I was going to make good. So I actually was prepared to work for two. So it was a pleasant surprise to find that the one that God decided would be my better half is also someone that was very ambitious and someone who also made good. But you see, when we were getting married, we had absolutely nothing. But our faith in God and our belief in each other and the fact that we were willing to work hard for the things that we wanted. So it's important to marry your friend, because when you marry your friend, then most of the challenges are already taken care of. You can sit down and have a conversation. Everything in life is about negotiation. Even in marriage, it's negotiation. You want this, your husband wants that, you sit down and you negotiate. It's better if the person is your friend. Because if you're asking your friend to do something for you, it's easy for the person to say yes than if you're asking somebody who just knows that, okay, you're here for what you saw, or you're here just because, you know. So I would say to women, marry your friend. Marry your friend. It's easy to submit to your friend.
Okay, now talking about marriage, I know your husband very well. How did both of you even meet?
At work,
I needed to, yes.
we're both working at SYU at the time, you know, and when I got employed, I was told that my team lead was Ezinne Kufre-Ekanem, but that he went on an official trip to Warri for a brand. And so that when he comes back, I'll get to meet him, you know. So, well, I started working, and he now returns, I think about a week and a half later after I joined, and I was introduced to him, and I asked him to put me through, and he said, I don't have time. And I'm like, oh, okay, is that how we're going to do the work? And then I asked for a file to do something, and he said, go and do it, use your brain. And I'm like, oh. So I waited for him. He left the office. I lived around the corner from the office. So I waited. When he left, I just went to his office space and opened his desk and took the file. And I was busy thumbing through it to find something, and the man walks right back. He said, oh, so you will now go to people's corners and then take stuff. And I'm like, when you didn't want to share, I need to get this thing out, and I need to see how it's been done. I haven't done advertising before, and then I need to be broken in. Anyway, so that was it. So he used to speak a lot of English, and I used to speak a lot of English. And so the whole office was like, leave those two people that speak in English. You know, but later on, I think when he saw the way my brain worked and my thoughts, he started warming up to me a bit, but nothing happened until one day we were doing Palmolive Beauty Miss Nigeria. And then Ali Baba was supposed to be the comedian for that show. So Ali comes to a meeting, and we sit down like this to have a meeting. And, you know, Kufre was like, Ali, this is our new copywriter. So she's here to listen to us and blah, blah, blah. And Ali Baba just opened his mouth and said, I don't want to go marry. I want to wait, no waste my time. Bring contract, make I sign. I don't go. So actually, Ali Baba was the first person who predicted that we were going to marry. And I'm like, marry who? Me? How? No way. But long and short, I left SYU after like 30 days, and because something happened, I left. And then one day I came home and I saw Kufre in front of my house, and I'm like, hello, go and tell them that I'm not coming back if they sent you to come and bring me back. And he said, nobody sent me. I came to see you. And I'm like, okay, all right, then come in. And then he comes in and trust the guy. He just said, hi, how are you? I'd like to marry you. And I'm like, excuse me? Is that what people do in Lagos? Because I just came from Kaduna to Lagos then. I'm like, is that what people do in Lagos? You go around telling girls you want to marry them? Hi, I don't even know you. I barely spent 1 month with you at work. And he goes like, I'm not here to waste your time or waste my time. I don't want to be your boyfriend. I don't want to sleep with you. I want to marry you. So the earlier you make up your mind, the better for both of us. And I'm like, I'm sorry, guy. You're not tall enough. You're not rich enough. You're not fine enough. Where I come from, Igbo people marry people who are like 5 years older than them, 10 years older than them. You're just 1 year older than me. How can I be marrying you? No, forget it. And then he goes like, okay, so you've known richer men, you've known taller men, you've known finer men, and you're still here answering your father's name. Girl, take my name, let's go on adventure. I promise you, you're going to love every moment of it. And you think this conversation was crazy, right? We had this conversation in February. We're married in June.
Wow.
The guy he wasn't wasting time. He didn't kid around. He knew what he wanted and he was going to go and get it. So we had this conversation in February and then we were married by June. And so we spent the first 2 years of our marriage courting. Okay. We weren't like we're married. We were doing boyfriend, girlfriend inside the marriage.